Was there a part of Beetlejuice where he was wearing a condom?
Honestly, I only saw Beetlejuice once as a kid and I don't remember it very well.
My dad used to hate that movie.
Because he hates anything that's creative or fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in that movie. Although I will say it freaked me out as a kid, so I wasn't really giving it any points. Anyway, welcome back to the SuperBetterCast. We're here again. We're in the better recording studio, which means we're lying down again, which means we're probably gonna have a better episode than last time.
Did you lay this on the mute pillow or something?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
I put it all on my arm, so that means I'm gonna move soon, and have to move everything again.
It's fine.
Oh shit!
It moved for us.
Let me save you some time. I was having fun in my head trying to think of a really fun intro, and then I was like, what the hell was Beetlejuice? And that's what happened.
Well, the new one's being made and they brought back Winona Ryder. And they're using Jenna Ortega from Wednesday. And I guess she finds like a flyer and she starts saying it, and then Winona Ryder's like, "Don't say that name!"
Oh, so it's like it's like the new Friday the 13th is this?
What do you mean about Friday the 13th?
It's like the new Halloween's?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they got everybody back.
Well, I don't remember Beetlejuice. Is it a horror movie or was it a horror comedy?
It's a Tim Burton.
Okay. Hey, horror comedy is a really interesting combination. Thanksgiving
was funny as fuck.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see a lot of it, but I saw enough to know that it was great. There's this channel I really, really like called...
Benny Loves You.
That was a good movie, too. Benny Loves You was a freaking masterpiece.
Yeah.
There's this channel I really like called Malevolent Matinee.
Mm.
And they put a freaking shit ton of effort into their videos. I don't think they upload anymore. Because it just like wasn't worth it. Like they were getting no viewership. And it's really, really, really hard to push a YouTube channel. Like people just don't want to watch them.
Yeah. don't we fucking know.
But they had this, like the guy who ran the channel, I think. He's a director. He's an accomplished director, at least. That he's made some indie films. Shut up, phone. And so the film he made that I watched is called Butcher the Bakers, and it's basically like it's a horror comedy about like just horror tropes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching it and I was just like trying to enjoy it, but I was just like, this is not very funny.
Was it kind of like how Scream was like?
No, it's way wackier.
Okay. Well, I know like Scream was way more like grounded.
Yeah. Like we watched it together.
Oh!
Yeah, where he had the hand on his back.
Yeah,
the disembodied hand.
The fucking there was like that shop and they were closed. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, then the guy busted and he started killing people. It was like, it's really well made. Like, it's a really well directed movie and stuff, but it's just not fun.
It was fine. Like, I didn't hate it, but it didn't stick with me like, Blood on the Sand or whatever, that fucking zombie one.
Oh, that was good. That was not a horror comedy. That was the darkest movie
No,
ever.
that movie fucking slapped, though.
Also, it turns the sand red.
There you go. 50 cents, it turns the sand.
Why did you whisper that? 50 cents. 50 cents. Schindler's List.
Oh, man. No, to Kendrick's fucking list.
Oh, yeah, I just showed you those diss tracks.
You did. I don't follow the beef, but you explained it to me and showed me the songs, and my mouth was agape while we were driving. I was like, oh my god, he fucking killed him!
Yeah, that was the most... I always say this, but that's because it's always true. That was the most Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby matchup I've ever seen.
Well,
Drake's whack, and he's always been whack, and he decided to beef with Kendrick.
Well, it was like I brought up how like MGK was like "fuck you, Eminem," and Eminem was like, right, and like,
No, Eminem just needed a reason.
yeah. Well, I feel like Kendrick was just waiting too. Like, oh shit. He's like, "What shoes you got on?" And Kendrick was like, "You're a motherfucker,
You're a pedophile.
and you ugly, and you stanky." What was the chorus of that one song? It was just like, "I don't like the way you talk. I don't like the way you
walk. I
dress."
hate the way you talk. I hate the way you dress.
I was like, he was like, "Don't say the N-word no more."
The way that you don't even like to smile. Whack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
I missed that video.
Like I do poetry, not so much anymore, but I appreciate the fuck out of good writing, and Kendrick, I was like, damn!
Good hip hop is just good poetry.
It is. It's two men, two men fucking writing little hate poems about each other.
Oh my god, I need to reblog this.
No, I love it.
I remember I said that to Snoo one time. I was like, good hip hop is just good poetry, and he had the typical white man response. No.
Not that one?
No, the other one. Oh! Why does it smell like burning plastic? Oh, when did it get worse? Oh my god, you are a... That does not smell like pizza, son. That does not smell like digested pizza. I mean, unless there's plastic in the pizza.
Maybe it was the pizza from the other day.
Maybe it was the
that
pizza
I had
from,
at work.
like, high school.
Dinosaur pizza in my butt.
It's enough of that. I said to Snoo, I said the good hip hop is just good poetry, and he said just listen to poetry then, or he even said just read poetry. I was like,
no,
bitch, why are you so mad that black people exist?
nah.
Like, I understand it was just like sort of a teenager thing. It's just you just kind of want to snap back at everything, but it was just like, yo, this is like culture, no matter culture, baby boy.
I like some beats. I like
thought it
performance.
was funny.
Like, I don't know, man.
Like, he's not racist, but I just I thought it was so funny. I was like, oh, your Midwestern is showing.
Oh no, your Ohio's coming out.
Your literal Ohio.
Oh man. Speaking of two gay dudes, I found out about the Finnish National Ballet.
For Dracula.
And it's the recording. I could buy the rights to watch the recording, but it's only available in Finland. It will only play in Finland because copyright. And I was screaming this morning, and he caught me on my phone trying to find it.
What? God bless. Like, no disrespect, but why is this a topic you chose? Like, where am I supposed to take that?
I don't know. I really like Dracula.
Yeah, I know. It's not. It's
well,
not.
Okay.
It's one of those timeless stories that's actually timeless.
Yeah. Okay, but like, I feel like as we get older, I'm like appreciating different forms of art. So like dance, I used to be like, ew, what the fuck? Who cares? But now I'm like, oh my god, look at the fucking communication without words. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, is there something like that for you? Like a performative art or something that just hits?
No.
Oh. Anyway, you've been playing Bloodborne again.
Yeah, but that's that though, where I can appreciate like more niche things in video games.
Yeah.
Because like art has always been your thing. Like, you've always been drawing, you've always been doing poetry, and I would say that there is an art to writing as well. Like, you can easily consider that an art form.
Oh yeah.
And you've been reading a lot and changing the way that you approach and feel about certain types of books. In fact, yep, that's why I was inhaling through my nose.
I'm sorry, I farted again.
You forced it out too.
No, I didn't.
Then why is it thick?
Because I'm thick.
Oh god, I gotta bust out the machete.
Oh my god, you're using it to fan.
Oh man, that's rancid. Stop.
Sorry.
Just hold it.
Hold it.
Yes, you won't die from holding it.
I'm not gonna hold my farts, dude.
Well,
That's how you explode.
I'm not gonna live through another one.
You know how many horror stories I was reading in that shit posting group that I'm in?
I hold my farts all the time, and then I just unleash them when I'm around you.
You motherfucker.
You, as I was saying though, you appreciate art, the art forms you've always appreciated. You just appreciate them in different ways now, and you've expanded your horizons. And most recently, you read a romance book, which is something you'd shy greatly away from in your earliest days of reading.
God, they irritated the shit out of me. They still do a lot of the times.
You would gravitate more towards like young adult books about like adventures and stuff, like The Host and all that mess.
Fantasy.
But these days, you're just like, what is this, a romance book? All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, mystery. Okay.
Where like romance was just a part of these like category thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is just like you're just getting into the direct category, not a subgenre.
Yeah.
And you almost had a freaking heart attack reading that book yesterday.
Yeah, I devoured that motherfucker, and like it
really
broke me.
Really hard. It was really funny watching you. Like I don't know how I've never seen somebody read harder.
Yeah, I would like turn a page, and then the next time I turned a page, I would like slap it out of the way.
And you were like, it was like that you were just like opening your eyes wider to read more words at once.
And then I'd stop and be like, and then I wouldn't say anything, and then I go back to reading.
Yeah, you'd put the book down and breathe, and I'm just like, wow. Like I didn't turn around or anything. I was like, I don't want to interrupt this. This is a canon event.
It really was. It really was. It like I never thought I'd have like a favorite romance. You know, like they're just like cute little things that I'll put on when I want like something easy. But this one was not easy, and I was like, oh.
And that's the best kind of romance.
It was so good.
Shut up, bitch. See, and that's why we're in love.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. I like books that gut me and just take my heart, and they're like I think my review I put exactly like, this book cut me open, took my heart out, turned it inside out, and then now that I've read the book, it's right side out again. Like it's
okay.
I don't know. It's just I was like, I'm not even talking about the book. I'm talking about my personal like connection to it.
Well, that's how you can tell it either that it's really good or that it had a massive impact on somebody.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, well, now even if it's not good, I'm still curious to know what had that effect.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was reading other reviews, and like, yeah, there are certain things that like got brushed aside and like were kind of ridiculous, but like I just
But like every time you brought forward a
quote.
Oh, the Zippo snort.
Oh.
I thought there was an old man standing outside the window just like whispering government secrets or some shit. Oh, 9/11 was an inside job.
Oh.
Every time you brought like a plot event to me, I was just like, what a bitch.
Yeah.
It was really interesting.
Yeah.
It's like the same way I absorb movies.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just be like, oh my god, Sandra Bullock just did a backflip. And I just be like, wow.
Dude, that's another, like, I love describing movies to you. And I'm like, no, you gotta see it. And you're like, I don't want to see it. Because whatever the fuck you're picturing is way better.
Yeah.
Like Malignant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of upset you showed that to me because I really liked what I had in my head.
But yeah, you have been appreciating like elements of games more instead of like, this whole game didn't come together.
Beyond that, like every time Bloodborne's like an excellent microcosm of this, and I feel like I've been saying the word microcosm a lot, but
I like that word though.
it's really good. A lot like the word well, I forgot. Blood every time I play Bloodborne, I use the word enigmatic also a lot, but Bloodborne is like the most enigmatic game I have ever freaking played. It's so hard for me to understand it, and I don't know why.
Yeah, he turned to me like right before you decided to re-download it and stuff. And what did you ask me exactly?
I don't know.
He asked me like, what is it about Bloodborne that makes me keep coming back? And I sat there and I was like, it's mysterious.
Yeah, that was it. And like that, you freaking asshole. She just farted again. They're getting smaller, but they're getting more potent.
They're eking out. I'm not doing
That
it.
is not.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
That is not eking. That is a semi truck leaving the frickin' bay.
They're crawling out like rats.
Oh god, that is not crawling. That is a frickin'
Invasion.
that is a frickin' dam busting and zombies running like from by.
Fucking World War Z ass part.
Yep. I'm not waking up tomorrow. Oh my god, I had to use a machete twice.
That actually works as a really good fan.
It's flat.
I know.
What was I saying again? Oh yeah, I keep stopping in Bloodborne just to like look at like inaccessible areas, and I was like, why is it built like that?
Yeah.
It's freaking like that's one of the most fascinating elements to me is Yharnam itself is so weird because like there will be a door that opens into a gate. Not like yeah, everybody has a gate outside their house. Like no. There is a gate an inch from the doorway.
Yeah.
And it's broken.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even function as a gate. So
I like all the whispering behind the doors.
I didn't notice, but the enemies talk. I walked into a house and there's a guy who's like I just stood there because like he wasn't attacking me, and I was like, how long will does he aggro, or is he blind? And he was just like, I need to survive. I need to get out of here. I need to get out. I need to make sure people know. And he just stood there. But I was just like, oh wow. This dude's he's having an inner crisis. And then I killed him and I moved on. But like just like I'm stopping to look and I'm just like, how did Yharnam's population get this freaking big? That they were able to build, like who built this place? And then like I kinda don't want to spoil it until you've seen it. It'll be years before we play Bloodborne for the show, but like
I'll probably forget it.
there's like the lore for FromSoft games is just the biggest dorkiest shit ever.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
was watching some videos with you yesterday.
Orgoth the Relentless killed King Fartsmith III, and he took his helmet.
Reincarnated, and then he was cursed.
And he turned into a dragon.
Yeah. And that dragon shows up in Dark Souls 2 for 3 seconds in the background as the slave of
King Shitsmith IX.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. But like in Bloodborne is like there's just like you can watch in real time like as you're playing the game you can watch factions with no dialogue be built up and explained to you with no dialogue.
That's what's so cool about it.
Yeah, like
the environmental storytelling is fucking crazy.
I'm getting so sick of hearing myself say those words because of my scripts and stuff. But like, yeah, like I keep saying it to myself. I'm like, I'll see like a bunch of dead bodies, and like enemies will change slightly, and just like looking at the environmental storytelling, I'll just be like, oh yeah, posed skeletons. There's a dig at Bethesda.
I wasn't sure.
Because people will be like, Bethesda's got excellent freaking environmental storytelling, and it's like the only environmental storytelling that Bethesda ever does is what happened here 200 years ago, not what is presently happening here.
You know what only sticks out in my mind as environmental storytelling was that rad roach with the top hat and the cane.
That was not environmental storytelling.
I don't care.
But
that's what it says to me.
They are on the same level of importance.
Yeah.
Because like if you go into a bathroom and you see two skeletons and a bunch of needles, it's like, oh, a bunch of people died here doing drugs and stuff, and it's like, okay.
It doesn't go anywhere though. This
is just some random shitcorn nothing, and then you go to an important place and it's just like, yeah, there's skeletons lying on the ground. It's like, okay.
Yeah, no shit. People died here.
Some of them are wearing lab coats. Yeah, it says Vault-Tec on the frickin' front of the building.
But it's nothing. It doesn't tie into anything significant. Like, it doesn't further a quest. Nothing.
The tile set is the same, like, destroyed interior as any other.
Mm-hmm.
Until you find some unique geometry, and then you're like, oh, hey, they put some effort into that.
Yeah, like, watching you find, like, secret walls in Elden Ring and stuff, and, like, trying to navigate fucking Yharnam and Bloodborne, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
that's cool. Labyrinthian ass.
Like, just like the way that, like, You can walk up to a bridge in Bloodborne and it's just destroyed, and it's like, oh, that's clearly a boundary, a map boundary. But then you'll turn around and it's like, oh, there's the rest of the bridge. Something's living on it now.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's
okay,
walking around.
So that okay.
I guess it's time for that now.
And it's just like there's so much cool shit in Bloodborne. Like you can, the more enemies, like the more bosses and greater enemies that you fight and kill, you get something called insight, and you hit a certain insight threshold where Cthulhu just starts showing up all over Yharnam.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah. There's like immediately after you beat the first boss, there's you come up to a small courtyard where there's an item. It's like a graveyard kind of thing, because like they were getting desperate for grave space, so they just started throwing bodies just wherever there was room.
Cool.
And so there's just like an item sitting by like a fence. If you walk up to that fence and take the item, it's a whole ass armor set. But if you sit there and read what it does, you'll die. A giant purple light will come and just pick you up, and then your head gets bit off, and you die.
Dude, FromSoft is fucking... They know what they're doing.
But if you use enough knowledge, like Madman's knowledge, or your insight is just high enough from fighting bosses, you'll see a giant squid monster perched on a building. And that's what grabs you and eats you.
That's fucking cool.
And they show up everywhere. Like, the further into the game you get, you see, like... At the start, it's just like clustered buildings and stuff, and it's like, wow, Yharnam's big. And then towards the end of it, like the middle of the game, even the first frickin' third, you're looking and you're like, oh, so these squid men are all over the frickin' place.
But it's not just one squid man?
No.
Cthulhu is all...
It's frickin' awesome. It's so cool. And like, if you look at the enemies, you can see their stories, and like they talk about like, oh, beastly scourge, beast blood, but that's not the only thing going on. Dudes were putting eyes on their brain.
Ew.
Because they wanted to see God.
Fuck.
And that was the way that they figured it would work. So you'll fight enemies that have a bunch of eyes around their neck.
Ew.
And it'll be just like, okay, because that was at one point that was their head.
That's gross.
It's so cool.
I want more. I want more of these lores. More lore.
Bloodborne in particular gets a lot of love. There's a lot of people calling for a Bloodborne 2, but I'm just like, what would they do? Like the ending of...
I don't even know what this is!
But like beyond that is like... Bloodborne is one of those games where it's like... It does not have a happy ending no matter what. Like your best ending is like, okay, well, maybe they won't screw it up. And so like the funniest part, you become a squid baby.
No fucking shot.
So you get like different endings where it's like either you get to the end of the game and you let a character kill you.
Okay.
So that you can basically just like exit the game, like, okay, you're done.
Yeah, you broke your cycle or whatever.
Alternatively, you can fight and kill him.
Okay.
So that you take his place, being essentially a reaper.
Okay.
That's
really metal.
And you're freeing him from a burden. So when you fight him, he's like, "Why would you want this? Oh, you must have gone nuts, huh?" And then that's why he fights back, because otherwise he would just be like, "Okay, frickin' fine, deshackle me."
Yeah.
But he's trying to fulfill his duty.
Yeah.
And the final ending is you kill him, eat 3 umbilical cords, then the frickin' moon comes down and you fight the moon.
You can fight the moon?
And there are yet more endings. You can just die to the moon or whatever, and then it's like, I think it takes you over, and it's just like, okay, so because you killed that guy, now you're the Reaper or whatever. And it's basically the same thing. But if you kill the moon, you become a squid baby god.
What the fuck? So you're one of the creepers?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so it's like, freaking like, there are no happy endings to Bloodborne. But what are they gonna do? What do they do? Because like at the end, at the end of Dark Souls, it's like, do you rekindle the flame or not? And they do a really good job of circumventing that with the sequels. But it's like, okay, yeah, did you or did you not? What happened? And because just the weirdness of Dark Souls, both endings are viable.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with Bloodborne?
When there's so many options.
Like, I still don't understand how there are people in Yharnam. How far did the Scourge reach? How far did technology go? Like, I don't understand
Where are
it.
they getting food? Where are they?
Well, like, there are people in their houses, so where are their resources? How long has this been happening? Because it sounds like it's been going on for, like, hundreds of years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, eternity.
And they call it the Long Night. So I'm like, how
Such
freaking...
a money fucking name.
All of the proper nouns, all of FromSoft's proper nouns are great. Like the Moonlight Greatsword is just like, it's a recurring weapon in all of their games.
Mm-hmm.
What's another one? The Nameless King.
Oh my god, yeah.
I love that one. What was the best one? Oh, well, I don't know. It's cool.
It's super cool.
FromSoft makes cool games.
Yes, they do.
I still have yet to play Fires of Rubicon.
Don't even know.
It's the newest Armored Core.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
What were you pointing at, by the way?
My cat, look at him. He's cozy.
Oh my god, look at him.
He's like upside down.
I didn't realize how long I've been dorking out, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It makes me happy. I was so very sleepy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that probably started to put you out, me giving you Bloodborne lore.
But it's super interesting. It's just, I don't know, it put me at ease.
No, I know. It's the same thing that happens to me. You son of a bitch. It's the same thing that happens to me when you start talking about something, but I try not to fall asleep because that would be freaking really annoying.
I'm not falling asleep.
No, I know. I'm not trying to turn it on you.
I was like, god damn.
Although I will say that there was a time that I was telling you something and you fell asleep and I was just like, really, to this? I was telling you about this like really scary murder that happened, and
I was just like,
like
covered in blood.
It ends with this. So this guy breaks into this guy's house, and the family man calls the cops. And he's like, what are you doing in my house, man? And you can hear the guy be like, it's cool, man. It's cool. He's got 2 knives. And he's like, put the phone down. Put the phone down.
Oh, my God.
And then, like, after a little while, he hangs up and, like, a bunch of stuff happens. The 911 operator calls back. And the killer evil man answers the phone. He's like, hello. And then she's like, can I speak to George? And he's like, George is dead. And then he hangs up.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah, and once I gave you that silence, and I just heard soft lolly breathing for 8 hours, and I was like, oh, okay. So
God damn it.
I put her out.
My bedtime story. Oh my god.
Once upon a time, there was a clown named John Wayne Gacy.
Oh my god. When we were swimming, our niece, she was like, Auntie, what book are you reading? And I was like, she's like, what's it about? I was like, there's these 2 twins and they have shitty parents, and then they find like a chest in the attic and there's stairs, so they go down the stairs and they go to a land where there's like vampires. And she's like, what is it with you guys in these weird books? And then like an hour later she asked her mom, what are you reading? She was like, a ghost book. And she was like, oh my god.
Honestly, okay, I've been meaning to ask you this and I don't know why I haven't yet. Worst apocalypse.
Oh, like
the least fair apocalypse.
Fair?
Where it's just like, why is this even a freaking story?
I don't know. Fucking bird box.
Yeah. I mean, it could be an interesting idea. Yeah, but Bird Box was just bad because the movie was lame, but the idea is cool.
Quiet Place.
What's A Quiet Place?
That's the one where
Oh,
that fucking
yeah.
kid gets mauled at the beginning.
Yeah,
And they're just like, oh, well.
no, that's not... that's too easy to solve.
Sound-based. Well, the fact that they had a baby, it was like, you fucking retards.
I would say robots.
Robots?
I think robots are the worst. Are the most unfair.
Like the Terminator fucking...
Especially Terminator. Because, like, they'll bust out guns and, like, pipe bombs and stuff, and it's like, what is this going to do against the T-800?
Yeah, they don't feel anything.
Like, not even they don't feel anything.
Get a
It's just,
hose.
Like,
So they're waterproof.
like, if one freaking pulse round takes out a wall, we lose.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how hard your fighting spirit is. That's it. Once they find you, that's it. You don't get to fight on land, taking cover behind cars and shit. It's like, no. It's an
Matrix
army
is
of
fucked up too,
T-800s. Yeah, I mean, yes, but, like, Matrix is, like, post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, what is, like, we don't have a freaking fighting chance.
Oh yeah, Cybernet would totally exterminate the shit out of us.
Absolutely.
There's no way.
Skynet, isn't it?
Ugh, it changed a couple times for different timelines, I don't know.
I don't care.
I think it was Skynet.
I don't care. What do you think the most fun apocalypse would be? That's actually kind of a hard question to answer.
My brain went to, like, Last of Us, because, like, the giraffe, but, like, that's...
Oh, that's really freaking sweet.
Like, I hate... It's overdone. I'm over fucking zombies, but...
Zombies. I think a zombie apocalypse would be pretty lit, because if you survive the first, like, 48 hours, you're fine. Like, you could just, like, wait it out. They'll starve well before you do.
The Handmaid's Tale shit scares the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah, that's freaking awful.
Like, that is worst nightmare, and it sucks because, like, every time something happens, like, in American politics, I'm like, here we go.
I mean, there's no way that can actually happen. And I understand it's like, oh, well, you never know, but, like, there's too many... Like, that is just too on the nose. That's too hard to maintain.
I think all it takes is a couple perfectly planned, like, terrorist attacks. Orchestrated by the government. I mean, like, the way they did it in that universe is, like, they staged terrorist attacks to get martial law into effect.
Just like the real America.
And, yeah, like, I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of steps between now and then, but I still think it's a very, very possible, likely.
I'm thinking of a 1-to-1.
No, not 1-to-1.
No, yeah, like, that kind of thing can definitely happen, though.
Yeah.
Like having like an idyllic America where it's just like, hey, are you happy? Go to jail.
It's just the slavery of the women is like, holy fuck.
What happens to... Are there, like, slave dudes?
Like, for sex purposes?
Well, I mean, is that all the chicks are slaved for?
So there's ones that are meant to bear children, there's ones that are meant to be wives that aren't guaranteed to bear children. Like, they don't know they're fertile.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, those aren't the same thing in a Christian society. That's weird.
There's ones that are sent to brothels because they won't act correctly in a house.
So they're sent to brothels?
Mm-hmm.
In a Christian society? Okay.
Yeah, well. And then there's others that get sent to the colonies to, like, clean up sludge and shit. And do mining and...
And what about dudes?
You can be a soldier, or if you're cool enough, you get to be, like, an asshole in charge.
Okay, so there are no mining dudes.
I mean, there's like... I mean, there's, like, doctors. Like, I don't know, dudes have options.
Okay,
dudes have options to do stuff.
Okay, that changes the context
Chicks
entirely.
are assigned roles.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say...
Like, a band can have ambitions to move up into power. have a wife. And
I understand that as like an allegory, but like hearing you just be hey, so okay, inhaling coal dust, right? Okay, so do guys do that? And you're like, you can work at Kaiser Permanente.
well, it just like didn't occur to me. Like, there's so many soldiers to keep everybody in line that I'm like, what other professions are there? Oh, right, a doctor.
SpongeBob episode reviewer.
Yeah, no, there's definitely like people get banished, like hard labor stuff. They do a lot of trading.
Get banished?
They get banished, like they're called the colonies, and it's mostly women. But like if there's dudes that act up, they'll either just execute them or send them to the colonies.
Okay.
Like if they find gay people, they'll kill one of them and throw the other one in the colonies.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
Frickin', when you were like, oh, you get banished, it was like, oh, you don't want to live in this frickin' totalitarian society? Go away.
Like, yeah, no.
It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
I was like, I think there might be a hole in this universe.
Yeah.
All that, like, all the architecture and that. What was it called? Gaiden?
Gilead.
Gilead. It was close. all the architecture in Gilead is freaking scary too. It's all like Control.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, that game kicks ass.
Remedy just does good work.
Yeah, except for Quantum Break.
What other apocalypse? Like, I don't know. There was, oh my god. There was this book I was trying to read. It's called Empire of the Vampire. And it comes off as a middle-aged man that really liked Castlevania, but also like 80s buff masculinity. And like you've got like this vampire killer, and he's trapped in a vampire prison, and they're like, tell me your story, and he's like, I'm super fucking sexist, and I keep using the word fucking every other fucking word, like, and I'm a snarky bitch. And it comes, it's like Interview with the Vampire meets Castlevania meets a try-hard motherfucker.
Oh.
It's cringe.
Remember that dude that was like, oh, writing is for women because dudes aren't welcome, and then people like posted quotes from his book, and it was like, his dick fell off, and then she sucked it off the floor.
And her teeth cracked. And it was all the...
She cracked her teeth.
It was like a 138 run-on sentence. And then he's like, and then he came 7 million times. And then he came 3 times in succession on her chest.
That's what penis do penis.
Yeah, and then there's another sentence that says, like Zorro.
It's like, there was that really shitty one that you read about the guy who used to write like sports reviews in some freaking magazine nobody read.
Oh my fucking god.
And like one of the stories, like one of the parts of the story was like a sex scene between this freaking old fat detective and a young 20-year-old
Oh no,
girl.
you're mixing those up.
Oh really?
Yeah, so the post-mortal was that washed up fucking sports column writer where he has like a god complex, and he fucks that prostitute, and the prostitute's like, please kill me because you're a certified government kill man. And he's like, oh yeah, and while he blows his load, she fucking dies, and he talks about how powerful he is, and it's so fucking weird. And the only black people in that story are rappers. And like, it's just the weirdest shit. But the one with the middle-aged fat detective and the younger lady, and he, like, while he's banging her, he's like, oh man, I gotta lose weight. And she's like, shut the fuck up.
Like, even he knew that was stupid. That had to be his editor just being like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, that was Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King.
Oh, wowie zowie.
Yeah. He's got some
stankers.
He's got some shit in there.
Well, hey man, when you write 7,000 books.
Yeah. I don't know.
How many actual books has he written? It's definitely triple digits.
No, I don't think it's triple. I mean, if you count each individual short story and like collab or whatever, then maybe it hit triple digits. But I think it's like 50 something. I
How
think
the
James Patterson has more books, but just he uses ghostwriters, so
uh,
he's a motherfucker.
how in the frickin' hell do you make a career as an author? And how do you start doing that? That's like people trying to make a career out of a Let's Play channel.
Dude, I don't know. Like, God bless anybody that can do it, but
Absolutely, yeah. God bless anybody that can do it. But like when I see like a new book from like a new writer, and it's like how to unleash your awesomeness. I'm just like, what were you planning to? Did you want to be mocked?
I hate,
Yeah.
I hate.
Like I mean, like
Hashtag relevant.
God bless, do your thing. But if you're that much of a frickin' NPC, you can't think of anything but awesomeness. Don't.
My
And I know
my
that's harsh, but I don't care.
my beef comes with like right now the big thing is romanticy.
You're done talking. I want to know why that fricking thing is always hanging from the ceiling.
Which the lamp?
Yeah, I punched it one time when I was stretching in the bathroom.
Wait, what?
It used to be in the bathroom.
Did I have it No, I had the plant in the bathroom that you punched.
Oh.
But no, this lamp, so when I was little, I think I was probably like 6 or something.
My phone turned off?
No.
Hold on, let me check. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, go ahead.
When I was little, Jim would come over and like him and my dad would dumpster dive.
Oh, yeah, he found that.
He found that and it was rusty and it didn't have no windows on it, no nothing. It was just I think it was just like a frame. It didn't even have a light in it. But he saw something in it and he was like, "I'm gonna fix this for the baby." And
He gave it to you.
they went and cut some glass. He was very creative. He cut the blue and the yellow glass, sanded it, painted it, put the little lamp in there, so it was a little light. And I didn't like have a need for a nightlight, but I fucking love that thing.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so I haven't plugged it in a while, but it's there.
Should put a candle on the bottom of that.
Well, the light still works.
Wouldn't it be cooler if it was like a handheld lantern though?
Probably,
But you're not gonna do it.
but I'm not gonna do it.
Frickin'
Not
coward.
until that shit burns
Frickin'
out, and I don't
coward.
know how to fix it.
Hey, how did they used to like I watched like I see like cowboys and stuff holding up a lantern and it's just like got a little piss ass flame in there and it's like it doesn't work. What are you doing?
Well, isn't it like a tea light and then it refracts off the fucking panels in there?
Does it? I don't know. I've seen the ones that look like the like bigger boot.
I don't know. Like, I know there's a series of mirrors in a lighthouse and stuff like that.
You know what I'm
Or have
talking
you
about?
seen those, like, infinity fucking lamps?
Do you know what I'm talking about when I
No.
said bigger boot? Okay. It's the Cyclops diver guy from SpongeBob movie. Don't fricking I will fricking
his
punch you in
head.
the chest. Okay.
No. Okay, so when I think of that, I think of the Scooby-Doo guy.
Are you fricking
The diver
serious?
guy, yeah.
Exit this marriage.
No, I don't think so.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
You think of Scooby-Doo before you think of fricking SpongeBob? How fricking old are you?
Okay, let me explain something to you, alright? We didn't have cable.
We didn't either. We stole it.
Listen, bitch. So then I would go to my grandma's.
Oh, and she had Boomerang?
And she had Boomerang.
Oh, what fun.
So I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo.
Watched a lot of Huckleberry Hound.
Dude, fucking not Yo Gabba Gabba, Yabba Dabba Doo. What the fuck? What is it? Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear would come on, and I would want to kill myself.
My father used to love Yogi
I
Bear.
hated Yogi Bear. It was so boring. This shit was so.
It was boring.
Like Scooby Doo was the only thing that didn't make me want to die when I was over there.
Like
and there was always a fucking like 24 hours of Scooby Doo coming for you, and I was like, oh my god.
And then like I remember I'd get home from school or something like that. When I was a kid, I'd get home from school. They'd be playing Ed, Edd n Eddy, and that was my favorite cartoon. But then like as I got older, it would just be like, hey, do you want to watch Jabberjaw? Who wants to watch that shit?
What's the state of cartoons now? Like,
they were pretty good for a while.
Well, yeah, we had what, like
Gumball.
Oh, Gumball fucking slapped.
Absolutely legendary.
But we were still like youth when that was around.
Like these.
Like, what about now? Bluey? Like everyone's reverted to like baby cartoons. I mean, I'm not shitting on Bluey. I heard it's really good.
I heard it's really good too.
Um,
Although the people who like it were really annoying, at least for a little while. Where it was like he would shit his pants, and somebody would be like, "This says a lot about society." um, I like while we were like getting into college and stuff, I remember like people were yelling about like the CalArt style and stuff, and like Steven Universe and that stupid dumb shit, freaking dumbass Thundercats cartoon by that dumbass in a man bun.
well, I watched the She-Ra cartoon. That shit slapped. I binged that in like one day. My eyes were hurting so bad.
No, it definitely took you more than one day, but you did nothing else.
Yeah, yeah. I remember
Also-
I got a headache and I was like, I gotta finish it.
Also, that doesn't count because that show was
That
good.
show was amazing.
And also, I don't think it was like on Cartoon Network or anything like that.
Oh yeah, no, I guess I'm thinking about like what? Yeah, what does Cartoon Network do? Because they're still pushing.
I don't know.
Adventure Time and Steven Universe.
No, they're not.
On their Facebook, yeah, they are.
Oh my god, they don't got shit anymore.
No, they don't got shit.
Oh god. Like as much as I gave up like hating on Teen Titans Go because it made me laugh, I was just like, yeah, but like all the franchises I loved have just burned down. There's no reason to trust that they won't continue to. Because it's like Teen Titans was cool. It was like a fun action show with comedy, and now it's just like, I love to twerk and also eat shit off the floor.
And what, We Bare Bears?
No, I'm talking about how freaking Beast Boy turned into a cow and jizzed on everybody at the freaking American Idol show.
Oh yeah, dude, they really need to do some background checks on everybody in any industry that has to do with children, like targeting, like toys targeting children and like anything kid related. Everyone needs a background check.
Yep.
Because there's some weird shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say some creep ass people on freaking Cartoon Network. Like 12 Forever is still showing up in places, even though that chick is, I think, a self-admitted pedophile.
Oh my god, it was like those weird ass vibrator toys, or like, just
what the hell are you talking about?
Like there's toys that come out and they're like really phallic or they're really weird, and it's like, who the fuck thought that this was good for kids?
So, sometimes a toy will come out and I'll just see somebody like make a big old stink about it, and it's just like, this is literally nothing. But then there's something like that one like troll doll or something like that where she had a button on her vajingo.
That one!
And you could push it and she giggles, and I was like,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Like even if it was like you're supposed to sit the toy down, then why does she say that tickles?
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
And it's like not even like, oh, the button's just on her stomach or it's a little low. It's like, no, that was where her freaking that was
right
where her
there.
chatch was.
Yeah.
If I know anything about women, it's located directly in the middle of the forehead. Cover up, you skank.
Oh shit. Yeah, we need to
purge game developers.
I thought you were gonna say Game Grumps. I was like, wow.
Well, I mean, I freaking like, I don't idolize anybody, because like that's just setting yourself up to be let down. Like even me,
My friend at work saw Danny at Ren Fair.
I have a crippling freaking pasta addiction, dude. I just can't stop smoking that shit. But when it like to find out that Aaron's kind of like a mega huge giant asshole is like, yeah, I always knew it, but I guess I didn't want to admit it.
You never want to hear that, like, somebody whose content you enjoy is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because it feels like you've been betrayed. You're like, oh, god damn it, how did you make me laugh, you fucking worthless sack of shit?
It doesn't feel like that for me. It feels more like I can't, with like a right mind, support somebody who I know is either abusing people or letting people be abused.
Well, there's that
for money
side of that coin, too. I mean...
Because, like Danny's like a chill dude, but he definitely seems the type to just like kind of leave the room when things start getting intense and just let it happen so that he can just have plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Because like the stories that Ding Dong was telling about how shitty the people at Game Grumps were, it was like, there's no frickin' way. Like, you have meetings with these people, you talk to these people, there's no way that Aaron didn't know and wasn't like, can you stop being a dumb cunt?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, Super Mega came back, and I was reading their comments section on Instagram, and people were like, yeah, I'm happy for you guys, but like I just don't give a fuck anymore. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
God bless him, Matt was always the most annoying freaking person in the world because he would just eat up brands. He just bought up brands. Like, he got a taste of money, and the first thing he freaking did was he started buying clothing brands and, like, just brands defined him. And so it was like, there's no way. Like, of course the money got to his freaking head. He was able to buy brands.
Mm-hmm. I'm still firmly in the camp of Justin left for a fucking reason.
Just because you got diddled in the butt while he was
That
playing
was
Sonic
not
06
fucking
doesn't
cool.
mean he... Okay, it was wrong, but it was really funny. I wouldn't condone it. I wouldn't have done it unless like that was just the flavor. But listening to just the silence and hey,
That poor kid, man. Like he's like the same age as us, but yeah.
I,
The workplace environment. Stop fucking laughing.
they poked his butthole.
That's fucked up.
He said, despite involvement from foreign governments, I still got the Chaos Emerald.
Justin deserved better.
He did. I'm sorry. It's just funny. If it happened to me, I'd be pissed. But I'd still have to. Just be like, you know what? No. If it happened to me, I'd be like, yeah, it was funny, but it pissed me off. And that would be how I felt. It was funny. Like I said, it wasn't right, and I don't condone it.
I know.
But I can't help that it makes me laugh.
I know. I get it. Like it was a funny bit at the time, but when you really think about it, it's like, wait, what the fuck?
Like that paired with everything else that was going on. I was like, you kind of can't really be that immature, and I guess that's like the fine line that you got to kind of walk, where it's difficult to be a personality, but also be a responsible business owner.
It's like, why were you whipping out your dick and balls everywhere you could, weirdos?
Because it was funny. I don't think it's very funny, but I wouldn't be offended by it. I'd just be like, all right, can you just like do something? Could you just like put a little face on it or something? Because I have to see this all the time.
I don't know. It was funny when they were living together and scaring the shit out of each other, but
My God, I can never get the image of the way Matt described Ryan's charging him fully naked with a neutral expression.
I can see his face.
And Matt screaming.
I can see his eyes, like, with the TV glow.
No, that was a different one. That was when he was just standing in the doorway. It's just staring at Matt. It was so funny because Matt was like, I think I'm going to jerk off now. And then he's like, maybe I shouldn't with the door open. And then he had like a little back and forth with himself. He was like, okay, I'll go close the door. And he looks back and sees Ryan staring at him. It's just a face, so he screams. And I was like, me and Ryan are the same person. I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, you guys have the same Walmart shorts.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely have the same fashion sense.
Even Zippo scoffed.
She's like, yeah, you both dress like that. Just seeing Ryan charging at me naked with a neutral expression.
Yeah. In the dark.
It's like this freaking skeletons just freaking peeling a banana in bed. And this freaking giant
Big
naked
beast.
boar
This
just
big
starts charging him like a bear. But he's got no readable expression. It's just like, what's the intent? What's the intent behind this creature?
Is he mad? Is he hungry? Is he horny? What is it?
God forbid! No, I'm just laughing.
Fucking dumb.
The freaking hell does that say? Orunoko. Okay.
What? Oh, you're reading my fucking...
Yeah, she has a book with a bunch of mugs on it, and I looked over, and
mug with a bunch of books on it, stupid. It's all, like, women authors.
I just saw a bunch of freaking consonants, and I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, there's, like, Vindication of the Rights of Women, Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, so Orunoko is a real...
Yeah, these are all real books.
Oh, she could have come up with a better name. Ah. You think that's the end of the episode? We reached the point. The point of the episode.
You're just giggling, and I keep like closing my eyes.
Oh. I was gonna say I couldn't tell. Oh, my chest.
Oh, I was gonna abruptly be like, "We're fucking done," but now I'm sad.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just not allowed to be happy yet. It sucks because I want to laugh.
Oh. I don't know how to work this, so cheer up.
Okay, so you got to end on me dying. Goodbye for the last time.
Stop.